In my BMW i3, there's nowhere to put sunglasses until now. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda out here with my BMW i3. Now, this I think will apply to any of the recent BMWs, but there really isn't a place to put sunglasses here, and I use sunglasses all day time, mostly to hide my bloodshot, big googly eyes. If Mr. Bean hadn't been a thing, there would have definitely been Mr. Panda, kind of a dumb, googly-eyed guy. Yeah, that would have been me. Anyway, listen, I picked this up because this might be the most innovative sunglass holder I've ever seen, and it might just be the best accessory ever made for the BMW i3, except there are two major risks with this. One, this thing may not work. I may break the car and it just might not be a fit. Two, I have a big, giant-sized pumpkin head, and what I have to do here is use big, oversized XXL sunglasses for my big pumpkin head. Let me see if I can just put them on here. Honestly, if you go on Amazon and type XXL sunglasses, these things come up. They're like 6.5 inches wide or something. I don't know exactly what the dimensions are, but that's kind of what they are. So I don't know if these are going to fit in this anyway. So I might put this on, and if I don't break it, really kind of getting the car apart is the big risk. These might not fit in this anyway, so we're going to find out. All right, so the brilliant thing about this sunglasses holder, or reading glasses holder if you need those, is that the handle up here never gets used. When have you ever used the handle up here for driving, holding on for dear life? Dude, you're the one that's driving. Your hand should be on the wheels, not up here like, oh my God, I'm out of control. Now I get the passenger side one, but whoever grabs that either. The only time I've ever grabbed the passenger side handle is when I'm trying to look cool. My arm's a little tired and I'm just kind of hanging it on there. But I've never been like, oh my God, we're out of control. And by the way, these things are just held on with the plastic clip. So even if you were out of control or rolling down the hill, I'm not sure that it would help brace you. But one of the things that this does is it theoretically replaces this handle with a case that will hold your glasses, and I love the idea. Take something that isn't being used and replace it with something that is useful. So the first thing we have to do is get this handle off here, and I want to show you how to do that. All right, so let's see if I can do this one-handed. We have two little covers over the little press-on clips, and they are clips. There is no screw behind this, so I'm just going to see if I can pry this guy off here. A really short screwdriver would be what I really could use here. Okay, now I can pull that out. Do the same on this side for this one. All right, now I got the two covers off, and this might not be the easiest thing to see there, but what we have are little clips inside, which basically splay out like barbs and hold the sucker in. So what you have to do is you have to get these clips up to get them out. And there's one on the top and one on the bottom. And I think you can kind of just get them out at a time, but you might need two screwdrivers for this. So I'm going to try it with one. And I was able to do it with one screwdriver. You can see how that clip works there. You got to get this side in and that side in, but you kind of have to pull on the door handle down while you are pressing those two edges of the clips in, and then it will kind of come out. So I may actually have to do it again on this side here just to get that one out. But if I'm pulling a little pressure on that, you kind of lift up that bottom clip, you can see it right there, and then press down on that top clip and it will come out. All right, handle removed. Now, one thing that I want to tell you here is that your liner here might be different colors. So you want to find a cover that generally matches. This looks like it's a pretty good match. I think they have a couple different shades of gray, a light gray, dark, then like a beige and a cream. And I think I went with off-white one or something, but that should be pretty close. I don't know if a little color variation will bother you too much, but just look at your headliner. So let's see what we get inside this bag. All right, so we get the sunglasses case itself. There is a little foam liner on the bottom, so that should help protect lenses. One of the things that I've noticed about these, and different brands manufacture some with two different tabs, but this one has a bar that goes all the way across. I kind of like that just to keep it from torquing or being stressed unnecessarily. And then in this bag, we get, looks like a couple of those black clips, which could replicate the clips that were on the handle, and then these little beige covers. And then there are a couple of screws. So I think what we're going to do is put the clips directly into the holes. Then we're going to use the screw to attach this to those clips. And then we're going to put these little beige covers over it to hide it. All right, let's get on it. All right, so I've got the clips here. You're going to orient it like this, up and down. And then I think we're just going to find that opening. And the nice thing is the opening there is a little bit of a slot. So these can move back and forth if you need to line them up. I think the holes in the sunglasses sunglasses clip is also like slots, so it should adjust there. But okay, we just put both of these in here, just like that. Ooh, this one's a little loose. I might just open up this guy a little bit with the screwdriver to make sure it fits in there. All right, now I have those both in here. I'm going to attach this with the screws, and I've got to switch over to a Phillips head screwdriver to do that. One of the things that I will say here is that because this wants to spring closed, it's gonna require both hands. You know, one hand holding it open and the other hand get your screw in where it needs to be. And you can see we can make some adjustments there. But right now, I like the fact that it seems to fit the opening pretty well. So that looks pretty good. I mean, the color match is pretty good too, right? I'm on it. All right, I've got the screws in. Now I think I just need to put these covers on. There are two little teeth on the bottom, so that's gonna go down there, just like that. And then I can just push the cover on. Do the same on the other side. All right, and now that's how it works. Moment of truth. Let's see if the sunglasses fit in there, because this is where, I'll be honest, I get a little scared, and I'm not sure if they have to go in a certain direction here. I'm gonna put the nose opening down and away so that I can hug that little hinge piece there, if anything. And oh my gosh, my XL sunglasses are fitting at least side to side. Look at that. I'll tell you what, they're a little big right up here, but that closes good enough. There is a little bit of a gap right there where the sunglasses are hitting the top here. And actually, if I had gotten the one without this middle piece right here that were just the two tabs on the side, maybe it'd be enough. But I'll tell you what, man, that is good enough. And now I've got a place for my sunglasses. I can just reach up here, pull them out, put them back. Yeah, baby, I love it. Great little accessory for the BMW i3 and any actual BMW you have. If you have smaller glasses, this is gonna work even better. But even for my XXL glasses, I'm super stoked about that, because otherwise no one builds in anything for sunglasses, and I didn't want them hanging up here on the visor if I didn't have to. So great way to remove something I wasn't using away and turn it into something really useful. If you want to pick this up, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.